It's the Man Cave Morning Show. Hey, 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 hey. It's the Man Cave Morning Show. It's the Man Cave Morning Show. It's the Man Cave Midday Show.
Wyclef Jean, BKS1 Radio. Let's go.
This is Essence Atkins, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Hi, this is Melba Moore, and you're listening to BKS1 Radio.
Yo, check it out. What's the deal? This the chef. Giving a big shout out to my peoples. Big KS, you already know what it is. Salute.
What's up? It's your girl Monifa, and I'm hanging with BKS1 Radio.
Hi, I'm Iyanla Van Zandt, and you're listening to BKS1 Radio.
BKS Radio, baby.
Hey, this is Jasmine Guy for BKS1 Radio.
What's going on? This is Lamont Rooker, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Shout out to BKS1, the best kept damn secret in the business.
Hey, what's up? This is Raven Goodwin from BET's Being Mary Jane, and shout out to BKS1.
Hi, this is Leon. You're watching BKS1 Radio.
BKS1. God bless y'all.
It's the Man Cave Morning Show.
What's good, what's good, what's good? Happy Friday. It's Friday already, man.
It is Friday already. We made it to another Friday.
This week went quick.
Yes, it did.
Shout out to everybody. You're officially on the Man Cave Morning Show, depending on what part of the world you live in.
This morning
the
somewhere.
Man Cave Midday Show.
It's the Man Cave
All right,
Morning Show.
you are here. BKS1 Radio. Salute. Peace and blessings. How y'all feeling? Hope y'all good. Let me clap it up for y'all. I'm excited now. I'm excited. Happy to be alive.
Yes, give thanks.
No doubt. First and foremost, my partner, the man that understands, and together we got the plan. We call him what?
Deacon Wu, Wakanda
Deacon Wu.
forever.
Deacon Wu.
Dig it.
I'm just humbly Storm Norman, General
El
Peace and
Jefe.
Blessings. What's good, y'all? What's good? Shout out to everybody watching us live on BKS1 Radio TV.
BKS1 Radio
on
TV.
YouTube. Shout out to everybody on Twitter and Periscope. At BKS1 Radio ENT. You can watch us live there. And shout out to everybody trickling in on FB. Shout out to James Elam. Shout out to Denise Farrell. Shout out to Neil Chandler. Shout out to Lucretia Taylor. Shout out to Greg Boop. What's up, cuz? Shout out to Tibra Moses, Terrence Bellamy, Kim Sharif, Jay Smooth, Shikisha. I like that. Shikisha. I like that. All right, shout out to everybody on the check-in. Peace and blessings. Clap it up for yourselves. Let's get this thing on and popping.
Shall we proceed, my friend?
Yes. First and foremost, you good?
I am good, sir.
All right, no doubt.
Yes.
No doubt.
Yes, sir. Thank you for asking.
No doubt. I just want to get some love real quick. Big shout out to Melba Moore. I'm going to clap it up for her.
Queen Melba.
Yeah, she was in the building yesterday.
Jersey's finest.
Rehearsing. She's going to do a little something for the city of Plainfield for the Kwanzaa celebration.
Virtual celebration.
Kwanzaa celebration 2020, because we got to do things virtually now, right? Unfortunately. But big shout out to Melba Moore. It was a pleasure working with you yesterday. Truly the ultimate professional. Just, great woman, man. Talented woman.
Right.
So kudos to you. And also, man, just shout out to everybody that's just staying afloat during this pandemic that's getting worse across the country.
Yes, it is.
Spreading like wildfire across the country. Just shout out to everybody that's holding their head up, man.
Agreed. God bless all of you.
A lot of things
difficult times
going on. I want to go right here to this cat right here, right? I'm going to go right to this cat right here, bro. Let me read this real quick. Read that right quick for the people.
Democratic congressman proposes to pay Americans $1,500 in stimulus checks to take the COVID vaccine. Millions of Americans are still hoping for a second round of stimulus checks to help them cope with the financial fallout of the COVID-19 pandemic. Meanwhile, the U.S. government is preparing to distribute vaccinations to the American public in order to put an end to the public health crisis. Now, one proposal aims to help both efforts by giving people $1,500 stimulus checks in exchange for getting immunized.
Get
that.
Now, let's
out of here.
Let's go on this, man. Let's go on this, bro.
Get the F out of my face.
All right, so in other words,
man, stupid,
in order for you to get your $1,500 stimulus check, you got to take the COVID vaccine. That's incentive.
People gonna take it.
That's incentive.
For $1,500, man. People gonna take it.
That's incentive. Would you take the COVID vaccine for a $1,500 stimulus check? I want to know. Phone lines are open. Matter of fact, I'm gonna give y'all the phone number right now. Let me see if I can find it for y'all. Right there above our head. Right there. 646-233-1302. Right above my head, right there.
Yes, sir.
But so for $1,500, man, you can be bought, sir, for $1,500. Here is the thing. Right?
You get to dying. You get to dying.
Let's have some realistic talk, because I get it, man. We nervous about trusting the government. That's the bottom line. We nervous about trusting the government when it comes to this vaccine.
Okay.
Most of us had vaccines before when we were children.
Go ahead.
When we were coming up.
Yes.
Right? For polio and measles and things of this nature, chicken pox, all types of stuff like that, right?
Absolutely.
We trusted the government. But we have a lot of reasons, why we shouldn't trust the government. But in this case, it's not so much the government. I mean, like, the scientists feel as though they came up with this vaccine. But my thing is, it's so new, and every day we're hearing something different about this virus, about this disease, about COVID, that it's hard for me to believe that they know everything enough about it to stop it, or to halt it, or to inject something in you where you would never get this vaccine. I mean, this virus again. It's just hard for me to believe that they came up with this that quick.
So
that quick when vaccines takes years and years to create.
So I spoke to my friends in the medical profession because I work at a hospital.
Okay.
And of course, I am a conspiracy theorist. I am suspicious. Tuskegee experiment anyone, disease in the blankets, blah, 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 blah. So I asked first of all, I asked the nurses would they take it. Some say yes, some say no. What I would give to the Man Cave Morning Show population is this. Good friend of mine who's a nurse said, the reason, I'm just saying this, General, tell me what you think. The reason it is so fast is because people around the world are working on this thing. They're throwing money at it. So the process is accelerated because many more people are trying to find the answers, and many more people are getting going through the process of testing around the world. Okay, which I never thought about. I personally, which to me makes sense. That's a medical professional. I personally am like, yo, don't it take a long time to test a vaccine, to go through the necessary steps, to see if it's okay, to get approval from the FDA, blah, blah. And Christine is saying, no, they're working on a vaccine in China, and they're working on a vaccine in Russia. So you got scientists all around the world. She's saying that's why the process is accelerated. I'm still skeptical. I still am a conspiracy theorist. I'm going to keep it real. I still have a fear like, yo, give it to them people over there, and then let me see what happens after a year.
Now, granted,
that's how I feel about it.
Pfizer is not government controlled. Granted, Pfizer is not.
Okay,
They're
that's
not government controlled, whatever. Now, do I trust Pfizer based on their history, whatever? They have come up with a lot of great cures and medicines and a whole bunch of stuff, whatever.
A drug company for profit. Okay.
Yeah, that's not so much the case. I'm with Shakisha. Shout out to Shakisha. She say, get paid to be a test dummy. No thanks. And that's how I think the American people would look at it, right? So it's not enough that you should give us $1,500 anyway.
Okay.
This country should give us all $2,000 anyway as a stimulus check, right?
Agreed.
Just because everybody right now is trying to make ends meet. People are losing their jobs. Businesses are closing down.
Okay.
Big and small. People are losing money. Things are just not the same. You can't go out there and do what you did before, right? Because of this pandemic. So this is the time a country needs to step up. Congress needs to stop bullshitting. The Senate needs to stop bullshitting and think about the people for once and stop beefing with each other over this division thing called Democratic, Republican. Stop beefing over that division thing and just do something for the damn people for once. So you got to understand why we're skeptical about not wanting to even take this vaccine.
Right.
But as far as the stimulus check, just give the people a damn stimulus check. Make a plan happen. Make a package happen, man. Like, I don't get it why they just can't do this for the people, right? We pay them.
So when you say stimulus check, you're saying you're giving me back my own money. Because if you work for a living and see all that crap that they take out of your check before you get it, 1/3 of your money is gone before you even touch it. Then when you buy something, there's a sale tax, and it's a commerce tax and an interstate tax and a this tax and a that tax. So the idea that I'm propositioning the government to give me something, I'm simply saying, give me what's already mine, because they have never stopped collecting taxes. Okay, and never stop collecting mortgages, and never stop collecting rents, and bankrupting the Social Security system. So, insofar as this vaccine, I guess I should be happy that I get $1,500 instead of them lying and giving me syphilis and telling me it's vitamins, seeing how my ears fall off and I die. So I should be happy, right, that they give me money. Why should the money be attached to the vaccine? I don't understand it. And if you look at other countries like Canada and France and Germany, everybody that's like America, other first world countries have provided more than $1,500 stimulus. That's facts. We the richest nation in the world. Somehow we can't figure it out. I agree with you. These politicians need to get up off their ass because America is suffering.
Facts. I mean, okay, so right here. Here's the other thing right here. So, former presidents Obama, George Bush, and Bill Clinton volunteer to take the COVID-19 vaccine on camera.
All right.
So that's what, again, that's supposed to be a trust mechanism. Listen, if we can do it, if I do it as your former president, then you should do it too.
I don't believe they're giving them COVID, bro. I think they're giving them water. So what they taking on camera? I have no way of knowing what they're taking, sir.
But see,
I'm just saying.
Again, that is the trust level we have with this particular government, with the U.S. government, man.
There's a reason why we don't trust the government.
But you know what? Again, it's sad. It's sad it has to be this way because we want this thing to be over. Let's have some real talk.
Go ahead.
We want this thing to be over. And I said this before, that if your employment, if your job,
like me, for instance,
says it's mandatory,
because I work in healthcare,
what are you going to do? It's hard enough to find another job as it is right now. What are you going to do if your job says it's mandatory, that you have to take this vaccine?
Probably take it.
We could talk all this all we want and blah, blah, blah.
You're right.
I'm not going to be the test.
You're right.
We could talk all that all we want, right?
You're right.
I work for myself.
Right. But most of us don't.
It's different. A lot of people don't.
That's right.
If your job says you got to take it, what are you really going to do?
Going to take it. And if your employment is connected to that.
And that's where it's at. Shout out to Denise. Denise said they are playing on people's weaknesses, knowing people are not working and would go with the vaccine to receive that check. Shakisha said, because we can't forget, people are dying alone. Facts.
Facts.
Shakisha, shout out to Kaz on the check-in. Phyllis, salute. Shout out to C. King Parker on the check-in. C. King
Parker.
What's good, fam? Shout out to Walter Pittman. Walter said $2,000 pre-months just for black people. Yes, my money. Yeah, of course, it's our own money they're giving back to us. No doubt.
And reparations. Just want to throw that in there. I'm black. Reparations. Keep it pushing. I'm saying, man, they owe us a lot more than $2,000 in some vaccine, bro.
But
I'm just saying.
That ain't gonna happen.
I know it's not gonna happen, but I'm putting it out there, bro. Come on, fam.
Walter said they're getting in every way. They're getting it in every way.
Yeah, going and coming.
Yeah. Cass said my grandmother used to ask me if Wu and Norm jump off the garage, you going to do it too? Yeah. I mean, listen, man. I mean, that's cool. President Obama wants to take it and be like, listen, I'm taking it and you guys should too. That depends on who you trust. And when it comes to the government itself, y'all just made it hard for people to trust y'all. Just sorry, history, and what y'all have done has made it very hard for them to be trusted. But in essence, shout out to Joel Mercado on the check-in. In essence, what are we going to do? We want to get rid of this thing. Do we want to continue wearing masks for the rest of our damn life? That's where we at with it, bro. That's where we at with it.
Bring up a good point.
So then your job say, "Woo, you got to take this vaccine if you want to continue working." What you going to do? You taking the vaccine?
I don't know, sir. Listen. Ever since this popped off, I've really been thinking about it. I'm telling you, man, and I'm gonna keep it 100 and transparent because I always keep it real either way I go. Yo, man, I took the flu shot for the first time in a long time because every time I took the flu shot, I would get deathly ill, and I had this fear in my mind, like, yo, they trying to kill me, blah blah blah. So what did I do? I took the flu shot, took my vitamin C, S&C, and I didn't get sick. What I would like to say is this. Like many of us, we are afraid. Let's keep it real. And the fact that I have misgivings is more than just a conspiracy theory. Oh, you're crazy. You don't understand medical science. I know history, and I know what this country has done to my people. So I'm always, okay. Trust the police. Trust the medical establishment. And while people can put me in this box where, okay, Dawood is just crazy, there is more than just fear. There's an explanation to why I don't trust the medical establishment, why I don't trust the government. A government that just said, you're 3/5 of a human being, or you only got the right to vote. Your father didn't have the right to vote, bro.
Okay. So we know that part.
I don't trust. I'm just saying, I don't trust. I don't trust.
But, okay, when you're standing in line for that vaccine, right, you're going to be standing in line with white Americans, Asian Americans, Latino Americans, black Americans. So we all in that same line.
Right.
Right?
Go ahead.
So So you saying at this point now where they just trying to get rid of this thing, you saying that line you standing in, like, you're not going to get the same vaccine as?
Okay, that's a good question. I am inherently distrustful.
Right, there you go.
Listen. My bias is not to trust.
Right.
When I wake up in the morning, I'm like, oh, morning, I don't trust nothing. And there are a lot of people out here that feel the same way I do. I understand your point, and I understand what you're saying.
No, I feel the same.
But my natural, I'm like,
listen,
I'm black. Hold on a second, please.
Listen.
Give it to them people first.
Listen, and that's what's going to happen. Like I said, you know what? If I do take the vaccine, for me, it probably be 2022 or 2023. Maybe. You know what I'm saying? If God willing, if I'm around that long. You know what I'm saying? God willing, if I'm around that long. Because that way they can work out whatever kinks or whatever they need to work out. It's just rough, man.
So Norm, you go to get your new iPhone. I don't just get the first iPhone. Why? Because it has bugs in it. It malfunctions. It this is that. The new iPhone comes out. I wait about a year, whatever. See how it works, and then I purchase. But to your point, because I'm in the medical field, they're going to mandate me to take it. And if I do take it, I'm going to come on air and be like, Norm, I got scared, but I took it anyway. Or whatever I decide to do, I'm going to come and tell you in honesty. But I'm facing this dilemma, bro. Like, real talk. Like, they're going to make us, as a frontline worker, they're going to make me take it.
Let me read this comment from Joel Mercado. Hold on. He said, I'm not for or against vaccines, but I'm not with being a guinea pig. I will continue to wear a mask and get the vaccine in like 2022 or 2023. Yeah, again, man, I'm not rocking with first generation anything. You know what I'm saying? I learned not to buy first generation equipment.
Equipment, electronics, nothing.
Whatever. So,
but General, hypocritical moment for me. You know how many vaccinations I've taken as a United States citizen since 1971, the year I was born? Smallpox and rubella and measles and chickenpox and this and that and flu booster shots. That's the first thing. I'm speaking for myself now, all right? Because I can't get over here and just talk and then don't be honest. When my son and my daughter was born, Mr. Conspiracy Theorist, did my children receive inoculations? Oh, yes, they did. And when they said, you can't attend school unless you give these kids this certain group of shots. This is before I was Mr. Conspiracy Man. Okay, I got a lot of shots when I was, and so did you. Back in the 60s and the 70s, it was like, boop, boop, boop. You would smoke your cigarette, drink your coffee, and go get your shot. Now, with the access to information that we have, who's to say that some of those shots did me harm? Who's to say that they kept me alive? I don't know, General. I'm saying the environment we live in, everyone's an expert. Everyone's a freaking doctor. Everyone's an immunologist. Everyone's a drug specialist. Right. No one really knows. So what I will say is I am afraid, but I also know I've taken a whole lot of shots in my lifetime.
Right.
I don't have measles. I don't got chickenpox.
All right, so it is what it is, man.
It is what it is.
Listen. I'm just saying, think before you act. That's all. Think before you act.
Agreed.
Let's go into this thing about Kevin Hart. I really want to talk about this.
I do too.
I want to talk about the cancel culture, the attacks on things. You know what I'm saying? Just how the whole scene is when it comes to the whole entertainment industry right now. So Kevin Hart, basically, let's break this down. So he just did a special called
Zero F's Given.
Zero F's Given, right? He did it on Netflix. He did it from his own home.
Yes.
His basement, which he calls the club or whatever the case.
But it's a big basement.
It's
though.
a
It's
big,
really
big, huge basement.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all seen it yet, but he made a joke
about his daughter.
Right? His daughter being like tendencies because she was dating one guy
and then she wanted to date another guy.
She liked one guy and then she said, then 2 weeks later she started liking another guy.
She's 15 years old.
Yeah, and then another 2 weeks later she's liking another guy and these different guys and this and that, whatever the case may be.
Right.
So once he did that joke and saying that his daughter has hoe-like tendencies, he started getting all this backlash. Black Twitter lit up. And everybody started attacking him. He started getting attacked by these women's organizations, the whole nine. People started making this big deal about it because of this joke. And again, Kevin is a comedian. And again, the joke he made was in reference to his daughter. And I'm quite sure him and his daughter have a relationship enough to where he probably discusses the jokes with his daughter or whatever the case may be or whatever, right? So instead of just laughing, again, we went in an uproar about something a comedian said, right? And all these different organizations started attacking Kevin Hart once again. We're going to play a comment.
That's the Kev comment? Okay.
This clip.
All right.
From him responding to the criticism, right? And I want to know how y'all feel about this. Let me bring it up for y'all. Let me try to get it right for y'all. Let me try to get it right for y'all. But here go the clip right here. I'll get it right.
It's the Man Cave Morning Show.
All right, guys, look, we got to stop. All right, stop with the false narrative. It's a false narrative that's being created. If you were in the clubhouse and a part of the conversation, this wasn't about black women. It wasn't about me going against black. Stop. A question was asked about the joke about my daughter and me referencing my daughter having hoe-like activity. I gave an answer to it. Here's what it is, guys. I'm not calling my daughter a hoe. I'm saying what she did is hoe-like activity. I called 3 former hoes that I knew and asked them, is this hoe-like activity? We had a conversation about it, a good back and forth. There was never a black woman and black man back, never. So stop with that false narrative first and foremost. Also understand, guys, there is no other way to market or promote because we're in a pandemic. I can't go and do the talk shows that I once did or go out and do the public stunts. I have no other way to market and promote except to go viral. I have to create conversations, generate back and forth. That's the marketing and promotion attached to my now special. It's common sense here, guys. Marketing, promotion. That's why I was in Clubhouse. Marketing, promotion, conversation. Hence, it leads to streams. So if you haven't seen it, go see it. 0 fucks given, streaming now. But stop with the false narratives and the clickbait and the back and forth. There wasn't no comparison to Barack and Oprah, the shit that I'm seeing. Stop. Stop it. Stop it. False narrative. Marketing, promotion, conversation. 0 fucks given on Netflix now. Point blank. Stop it.
Stop it.
First, I completely agree with Kevin. I would like to compare and contrast, for instance. Okay, they've killed comedy, right? Comedy is dead. Okay, next they're going to be coming to the barbershop, right, with the political correct police and telling me and Norm we can't cuss in the barbershop and talk shit the way we do as men. That's the next thing. What I would like to say is I seen Dave Chappelle get a lot of backlash from the LBGTY, whatever, you know, the homosexual community. He took it and he flipped it. Whereas with Kevin Hart, I think that there's more hate for Kev than it is, because Dave Chappelle say outlandish shit and they criticize his shows, and then Dave will do a new show with the criticism front and center to make fun of the backlash, right? Whereas with Kev, I feel like it's more like mean-spirited. You cheated on your wife and I don't like you and your show ain't funny, this and that. It's comedy. I liked it. If you don't like it, cut it off. But to dictate what someone says in a comedy special, to me, is dangerous, because the only people in America that tell the truth now are comedians. Now, with these movements and stuff, you're going to prevent the truth from being told completely, because politicians don't tell the truth, and the pastor don't tell the truth, and this one and that one and this one and that one don't tell the truth. You mean to tell me I can't get raw, uncut truth without somebody saying you attacking this and attacking that? We're in a dangerous place.
Listen.
Dangerous.
Okay, so Kevin Hart said his daughter has hoe-like tendencies,
It's a
right?
joke.
It's a joke. Now,
hell,
for the women listeners, and just for all the listeners, whatever, did you take offense to that? Did anybody take offense to that joke? And if you did take offense to it, I want to know why. And call in if you took offense to the joke that Kevin Hart made about his daughter, saying that she has hoe-like tendencies. And the fact that he said he reached out to 3 former hoes.
Yes, to ask those hoes, because hoes exist. Was it offensive? The hoes said no.
Okay. I want to know what y'all think. Either put it in the comments section or call in 646-233-1302. You see it right above my head.
It's the man
because I think people are going too far. I think, and we're going to talk about another instance with Black Twitter too, about Obama being attacked about something that he said.
That's yes.
We'll talk about that too. But when it comes to these comedians, man, they are comedians. They are comedians. We want to cancel somebody because they made a joke. All right? A joke. And he made the joke about his own daughter. Let me just go here real quick. Shout out to Shakisha said no offense. Sage said word. Jermaine said facts. C. King Parker said Kevin Hart set the record straight. No doubt. And I'm with him. Stop it, man. Just stop it.
So
overreact to every damn thing.
Can I ask you a question? Are you so precious that you can't be made fun of? I was born in 1971. You understand me? They played the dozens, and I played. I was very bad at it, by the way. Okay, I got criticized for when I had hair in my hair and the complexion of my skin, and they used to go "Dawu, ow, 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 ow." That's how I used to say my name.
Right.
And I had a widow's peak. I had a widow's peak before I was. See, you even laugh. Shut up. I had a widow's peak, and they used to call me Herman Monster. Ow, ow, ow,
me too.
ow, ow, ow.
I still got mine.
Yeah, thank God you do. I wish I had it. I'm bald out.
I still got my widow's
What
peak.
I'm saying is, why are you so precious that somebody can't come for you? Why do you feel like no one can have an opinion about you? Okay? There are fat jokes. I happen to be fat. Oh, I'm so offended. Oh, my God. Or if I have a slip of the tongue with profanity or this or that. Listen, bruh. Oh, God, I can't even. The N word and the B word, these words promulgate our society and our community for me as a black man. This is how I came up. Now, I am amenable to being more sensitive, okay? But you're not going to regulate what I think and what I feel. And if I'm talking to my friend, he'd be like, what's up, Naka? And I say, what's up, Naka back. I don't need 10,000 people telling me why the word nigga is wrong and don't say bitch. Enough, bro. It's enough.
Right.
Enough.
It is comedy. Let me read, shout out to Sage. Sage said, every woman with a cooch has hoe-like tendencies. Hell.
Thank you, Sage.
You have a damn hoe tool.
Thank you.
Shout out to Sage.
Thank you,
and
Sage.
Phyllis said, no offense. Joel Mercado said, one thing I don't think anyone has brought up is whether or not his daughter knew he was going to say this and if she was okay with it. I'm sure he did, and she was prepared for the comments. But if he didn't, one backlash would be how this affects his 15-year-old daughter. Comedy or not, my opinion, I'ma still watch it and laugh though. And Diva said, why is everyone so sensitive? It's not your child. He was talking about knock it off. Yeah, because he's coming under constant attack.
They always attacking
for the jokes. I mean, but
Jesus.
Again, it's a comedian. All right, they're supposed to poke fun at things. You know what I'm saying? Like comedians poke fun at death. They poke fun at
everything,
man. And it's just like we overreact to the wrong things. So now, here's the thing, right? And even for those that, you know, a lot of our listeners love Obama. We got a portion of listeners that hate Obama, and a portion of listeners that's in the middle.
I'm sorry, before you move on, shout out to all the hoes. 19-year-old Dawu thanks you. I learned a couple of things from hoes. Go ahead, sir. Go ahead. All right. Sir.
We can stay on the whole thing.
Oh, yeah, like, come on, fam. Come on now.
I can segue into Lori Harvey, right? I can segue into Lori Harvey, not saying I'm calling her. Wait. No, I'm not calling her. Don't try. No, don't laugh like I'm calling her. How dare you, Dawu? To laugh like I'm calling her a hoe. No.
And I don't like black women that wear weaves.
I just mentioned her name and you started laughing. See?
No. Like Tennessee.
What I wanted to say about Lori Harvey,
I'm sorry.
She is under attack.
For what?
For dating or being with sexually multiple men in the industry.
Another rich black man she's dating.
So
another
some
one.
rapper or whatever she used to date.
Another rich
some
guy.
Other guy.
And another rich
guy, whatever like that.
And another rich guy.
I seen a
Sugar
comparison. I seen a comparison about with her moms. Like They were saying like, well, her mom dates all these rich men and blah blah blah, whatever like that, you know. And then now she's doing the same thing or whatever, you know. And she's sexually been active with, you know, these multiple guys in the industry. But here's my thing, right? Here's my thing. In defense,
clean it up, boss.
No, in defense, is that whole tendencies? Is that whole activity or whatever the case may be? Because again, man, if we did it, bro, it's normal. If we did it, it's considered normal. We just being men. That's what men do, whatever the case may be, right? She's a single woman, right? Lori Harvey is single.
All right. Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So if a single man was bouncing from chick to chick to chick, it, you know, it may be deemed as that's not right because, you know, what you got one chick feeling she's special, then you want to another chick, and then you want to another chick. So we wouldn't be called hoes. 9 times out of 10, we not being called hoes, bro. We just being men. That's just what y'all do, whatever the case may be. So now Lori Harvey's being labeled a gold-digging hoe. And this is what I've seen through Black Twitter and, what, you know, Lisa Ray's page and all this that she's posting, whatever the case may be.
So General, number one, there's a difference.
Shakisha says she was dating fathers and sons, though.
Yeah, she was.
Right. Diddy, she dated Diddy and Diddy's son?
Yeah, some father and son duo.
Shakisha, is that who she dated? The father and son, was it Diddy, and then she dated Diddy's son? Correct me if I'm wrong, but also find out who it was because I want to know.
Okay.
But is that whole like activity?
Okay, so what I would like to say, you can call a man a hoe with just whatever. Okay. Here, to me personally, check this out. Our penis free. Penis don't got much value on the open market. You ain't screwed somebody and then got divorced and was like, yo, let me get $200,000 every month because I put your penis in. Now, on the other hand, some females target rich men because they got money. What, sir, I'm asking the question. What would you call it? Are you allowed to call it that? Sir, this rich man and then that rich man and this rich man and this rich man. Okay. When we do it, we're just being men. We got a bus pass. We might be able to buy the chick's car. Drive their car. When women do it, it's millions. Some women, slow your roll. It's millions of dollars attached to that. So. If this sister was sleeping with this one and that one, okay, and they wouldn't have no money, maybe I would call her loose. But isn't it interesting that everyone she sleeps with got major coinage?
Well, Sage hit it on the head. She said, shout out to Ingrid, and Shakisha said yes, it was Diddy, and
her son.
Ingrid said Diddy's son first,
then
Diddy.
Okay.
Wow, so Diddy wrong for that. If she was dealing with his son first,
that's nasty.
And then Diddy started messing with her.
That's nasty.
What? Anyway, Diddy wrong for that.
Yeah, he is.
All right. Sage said,
but it's Diddy though. What do you expect?
Sage said she could date who she wants. Who is she supposed to date? She isn't around broke men. She's around rich ones. She can do what she wants. Y'all ain't gonna stop. So women started.
Listen. I'll say this. If you for equality, right, and you want to be a woman that does exactly what men do, be my guest. Be prepared for what other people say about you. You could do whatever. Listen. Do whatever you want. I'm telling you. I'm joking. If you got a lot of tread off the tire as a female, I'm like, hold it. I'm just talking about me. If you're a female that's very sexually active, you understand what I'm saying? To Dawood's mind, I'm like, Now, feminists call me, get this, get that. I believe in equality, but I don't believe in sameness. You understand what I'm saying? Because personally, I think the male species is kind of disgusting. I think women are a little better morally, physically. I really do in terms of ethical behavior. Now, this is just my opinion. But when I see a woman start acting like a man,
this the man cave.
I know.
You just diss men in its entirety.
Okay, I'm here for the smoke. Let me let all the men out. What I'm saying is, yo, when I see a man, when I see a woman moving like General, listen to me. When I see a woman moving like a man with that type of aggressiveness, sleeping with this one and that one and this one and this one, let me tell you something, partner. I tell you what go through my mind. Now, lie and tell me it don't go through other people's minds.
What's that?
Like, yo, you doing too much, man.
Here it
you
is.
doing too much.
Here it is. Here's what Norm considers a hoe. This just Norm's definition.
Please do. Break it down.
Now, just say you a random chick or whatever like that, and you become sexually active, whatever.
Okay.
And you didn't commit to no man or whatever the case may be, whatever. And 1 week you sleep with David.
Right.
2 weeks later, you slept with Bob. The next week, you sleeping with Jim.
Mm-hmm.
Next week after that, you sleeping with Rashid.
Go ahead.
You ain't got no commitment, no ties to these dudes or whatever like that. You just sexually active. I'm not calling that a hoe.
Okay.
Now, what I deem as a hoe
Go
is
ahead.
if you're in a situation and you're in a committed relationship and you sleeping with multiple people, right? You're sleeping with multiple people. You got this man believing he's the one, and then you sleeping with the dude down the block, and then you sleeping with another dude down the next block, whatever like that, and you in a situation. I would say more or less that's hold'em. You entered into the world of hold'em right there. All right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, the other scenario I gave was just being a woman just being sexually active. She's not tied into anything specific. And, okay, I had sex with this one this week, and next week I'm having sex with this one or whatever. She's just sexually active. I don't consider that a hoe.
Just sexually active with rich folk.
That's Norm's
No, I got you.
definition.
Respect. Now, this is a very profitable conversation, and I want people to chime in. Watch this. I was involved with a sister that introduced me to Buddhism, for instance. Very enlightened, very spiritual, very equality. Check this out. Mm-hmm. And we started talking, and she decided to tell me her history.
Mm-hmm.
You understand me? And I'm a liberal person. No, real, I swear to God, I talk crap on her air, but I believe people should do you should be able to do what you want to do. My brother, when she told me about her conquest, I got uncomfortable. I'm keeping it 100. I was like, eesh. Ugh. And for all those that say,
So she told you that list, that how many she slept with.
she
And that
was
turns you off.
she was like one of those earth mothers, the universe, one of my enlightened chicks. You know what I mean? That I thought I had the stomach to be with. I'm keeping it 1,000%. And I love her. We're very close. And she kind of let me know everything from molestation, abuse, all of this stuff. But let me paint myself into a corner. When she was like, and this and that, and this person and that person and this person and that person, I was like, I felt uncomfortable. Now, people can say, I don't know, I got low self-esteem. I don't give a damn what you say about me. I'm secure in myself. Bruh, it made me uncomfortable. I was like, oh, okay. She certainly had been with more people than I've been with.
Okay.
She had been with more people.
Right.
And she was just very open and free.
Did you have sex with her?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I did.
Was she good?
Yes.
I'm asking you this for a reason.
No, please.
We have an
Let's
adult
talk.
conversation.
Let's talk. Yes, she was.
Okay, so her experience,
trips. Right.
made you feel good
Yes.
because she was experienced.
Yes.
You see how I spent that, ladies?
Yes.
You see how I said that?
It was some tread off the tires.
So,
She
okay.
replaced the tires
So
and
if
rotated them too.
If she divulged all that to you,
Go ahead.
if she opened up to you and told you all of that, the molestations,
Everything.
the different guys she's been with,
yeah.
and what she's done, and all of that, whatever like that, you said that made you feel some type of way.
Yes, it did.
But
I have
see-
evolved since then, but go ahead.
But see,
Good conversation.
that would work the opposite for me because I'm
Go
like,
ahead.
yo, if you telling me all this, one, you trust me enough to tell me all this. Two, I'm gonna look at it like you're really interested in me. The
Go
fact
ahead.
that you telling me all this.
Mhm.
So before anybody else can run and tell Norm that, yo, you know that girl you messing with, Norm, she did this and she was with this person and she's up to this, she did that, she
did this and
with
she did that. Right.
She told me everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I got respect for that. So me, I'm gonna be like, okay, all right, well, she's been around the block, so then she's gonna know what she's doing.
Okay.
So I'm gonna feel very happy being with her, physically and emotionally, because she
Yeah.
trusted me enough to tell me that about herself. That's just Norm.
So for me, right? So for me, it made me examine that I truly believe in equality. That's what it did for me. It was uncomfortable. but it expanded my consciousness, and it made me see women in a different way. To wit, I never knew that women got a sex drive like men got. I mean, I knew it, but what I'm saying is, this sister could match me. You know, it expanded what I thought a woman was. What do I mean? What my pastor told me and grandma told me and hip hop videos and sexism and all of this stuff. Dawood. If you believe in equality, then you should also believe that a woman can be as sexually free as a man. Now, let me get myself in even more trouble.
I gotta read Shakisa's comment.
Do I want that? If my daughter will come back and tell me, listen to me, bruh. This one and that one and this one and that one and this one and that one. You know what I'm gonna say? Damn, I think I failed my daughter. That's what I'm gonna say to myself. Damn, is she looking for a daddy, this and that and the other? Because I've been told, like, yo, when a woman has a great relationship with her father and she's not looking for love, or in my younger days, listening to sisters in their conversation, and seeing that they're looking for love. Look, that means I'm scoring tonight. I'm not proud about none of the stuff I'm saying. I have evolved. But I'm telling you, you listen to a sister's story and her daddy ain't around and she been with this one and she been with that one. I was like, in my younger days, like, well, I guess she gonna be with me. So what I'm saying is, this conversation is more than just joking around, right? Because to me, if you're this sexual partner and that and this one and this one, what are you looking for? Besides me being sexist and stupid and blah, 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 right? Baby, what you looking for? Like, is there something that you missed? Some type of connection? Go ahead, bro. Let's break it down for me.
No.
Break it down.
I'm curious. I'm going to read. Let me go back to some comments, some earlier comments. Damn, what's Ingrid? Ingrid said, Sage said,
Sage, Ingrid.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
Ingrid said,
go ahead.
Women being sexually free is more about men being uncomfortable.
And I was uncomfortable.
Even though the goal is for men to run through as many women as possible. That, you know what, that's not a goal. I mean, listen, man.
As many women as possible?
I didn't have my share of women in sex and all of that. You know what? And I know this is terrible to say. Like, that's just not. Sex is just not as important for me as it used to be.
Right.
It's just not. Like, if it happens, it happens. If it don't, it don't. I'm so much more into intimacy at my age now. You know what I'm saying? Because it's so overrated. Because a lot of times you're gonna have great days like anything else, right? You're gonna have great days. You're gonna have terrible days. You're gonna have amazing days. You're gonna have whack days, or whatever the case may be. And it's just like, I guess because my younger days, I didn't burnt myself out so much.
Good point.
Keeping it 100, I didn't burnt my damn self out so much. Whatever, you know. This one chasing me chasing that one.
Right.
Another one chasing me chasing that one. I get burnt out with that ish after a while. You know what I'm saying? So like, that's not a key component for me wanting to be with somebody or liking somebody or being in love with somebody.
Now it's not.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, now.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, some people, when people make that a key component, they're looking for they're setting themselves up for failure in a relationship. If you're making that your key component for a relationship or a situation you in, or with somebody you like, you're setting yourself up for failure, and it's never really going to work the way you want to work. You know what I'm saying? Because nothing is going to be perfect all the damn time. You know, so stop making that y'all key component when it comes to things, man.
So you're speaking from someone.
Grow the hell up, y'all.
You're speaking someone that's grown and mature. One, general. Number two, you just said you've had your fair share. Number three, you're a man of a certain age. Okay. So what I would like to say about this whole difficult conversation, when I was a young kid, maybe in high school, and maybe I liked a young lady, and I had my bus card and a pack of Annihilators, and an older man came with a nice car. I'm 16, she's 16. And a grown man came and kicked sand in my face. And that little young, beautiful young lady jumped into that car, and he was 27 years old. And he had everything, and I didn't have nothing. It affected me. It affected the way I saw women. Oh, I gotta have stuff. Oh, look. Why I oughta. One day I'm gonna be that guy. okay? As a shy person, uncomfortable with how I looked and felt and couldn't express. As a man, once I matured, right? To me, I was still a little boy like, yo, how come you ain't pick me? You know what I mean? Them chicks wasn't interested in me. Them grown-ass men that was pulling up to high school and driving off with my girlfriend, and me and you had a bus card, okay? Fast forward 20 years later, and you in the hip-hop business or whatever, and you running through them, you just running through them because you're a bad guy. You don't like women, and you're objectifying them, and this is the what the English say, you're supposed to just do these things. No. Let's rewind a tape. We were all young once, bruh. All of us.
Right.
And we've all had some experiences where we didn't quite feel adequate. So you know what we did? We built ourselves up. And we got the nice car. And we got the game. And we got the squilla. And we got the money. And we was like, what's up, girl? Don't say so women that come at me, right? Let's talk about everything. You talking about whole like tendency, this, that, and the other. Listen, you're a great person with nothing. He's a piece of crap with something. And you've seen a whole lot of times women go with a piece of crap that got something. Here you got Jesus.
I see that.
And humility.
I see that a lot. I see that a lot.
But you ain't no hoe. You ain't no hoe.
But again, that comes with maturity. We do the same thing, bruh. Come on, bruh. Let's be honest.
Yeah, we talking.
Right?
Go ahead.
So here you got the Kim Kardashian chick over here, right? You got the Kim Kardashian chick over here.
Go ahead.
The flowing hair and
fake ass, fake tits,
symmetrically perfect.
Yeah.
All that face. The stereotypical beautiful woman.
Went under the knife to get that.
That's why I said stereotypical beautiful woman. Right?
Yeah, went under the knife.
No disrespect to Kim Kardashian, no disrespect, but I'm using her as an example.
Go ahead.
And then you got a woman over here that's like Monique.
Okay.
Right? So Monique, whatever. Right? Still beautiful.
Yeah.
Whatever. Big boned, blah, 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 blah. Black woman. Just a real black woman. Blah, 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 blah. 9 times out of 10, a lot of the guys going to rock with Kim Kardashian, right? Because, again, not saying she's a piece of crap. Maybe I should use Black China. Oops. I mean, not saying that Black China is a piece of crap.
I get your point.
But you get my point.
I get your point. Go ahead.
You get my point.
I do.
Go ahead.
But
you're going to rock with Kim Kardashian and Black China before you rock with Monique or whatever. Because
a lot of men would.
They're going to be sexually appealing to you. So Monique could treat
We're
you.
visual creatures.
Monique can treat you like a god. Can treat you good. Could cook for you. Rub your feet. Rub your back. Give you those massages. Making you feel good. Whatever like that. Sexually pleasing you. The whole 9. Whatever. Just caring about your best interest. Kim Kardashian can treat you like a piece of crap. You gonna rock with Kim Kardashian. Black China can treat you like a piece of crap. You gonna rock with Black China.
Some men would. I wouldn't. But I point well taken, sir. Point well taken.
Come on, man.
Now, if you're talking about me personally, not me.
Now, in both scenarios,
the
scenario you gave
Go ahead.
and the scenario I gave, it's all about maturity. It's all about maturity. Once you mature, you're gonna want Monique. Once you mature,
absolutely.
The female is gonna want that other guy.
Right.
He may not have much.
Go ahead.
But he treats her well. Right?
Yeah.
Once she matures. So to me, it's all about maturity on both sides. Because when you grow the hell up, you realize that all that you thought glittered is not gold. Once you grow the hell up.
Okay. I agree with you 1,000%. I was just trying to illustrate that, all men just want one thing and this and that and the other. Okay. There's a reason why we are the way we are. Some of us are mature and some of us are not. Of course, you can throw all this out the window when you're talking about somebody mature. If I feel you're mature and I see you acting in a way, I'm like, yo, that's an immature thing. So I completely agree with you. I was just speaking to, men just want one thing and then blah, 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 and this narrative that's out there. I was trying to illustrate we were all babies at one point. We all was on the planet when we wasn't thinking about sex at all. And then we grew up and we had some experiences, and those experiences shaped how we see the world. Now, when you want to talk about the world and its skewed vision and its fakeness and it's this and the other, I, for one, am glad I was born in the 70s because I love, remember the Bionic Woman?
Right.
And I love Pam Grier.
Right.
And I love, you know what I mean? Like when we was coming up, it was so many different type of women. It wasn't just this cookie cutter, light-skinned Beyonce with blonde hair and a chinky eye. You feel what I'm saying? Now, but today it's like it's so manufactured.
Well, you know what it is?
Go ahead.
And I'm going to keep it 300 right now. IG got us effed up.
Yeah.
Instagram got us effed
not
up.
real.
OnlyFans got us effed up.
Photoshop got you effed up too.
It got us effed up because you start seeing all these images, right? And every time you go on IG is is becoming like soft porn now. Whatever, because you're scrolling down your timeline and you see this perfectly put together woman, blah blah blah. She's in the gym all the time. She works out, whatever, right? And not saying that, they could be a nice person. They could be a nice person, But what I'm saying, they could be the most shallow, just whack individual in the world. And all we caring about is that image that we see in our head. You know what I'm saying? And then you get regular, real women. It's like men have to start connecting with real women again. And
I totally agree.
And I'm gonna keep it 100. Men have to start reconnecting with real women again, and realize that every woman is different. They're not perfect. They're not perfect, right? They have imperfections. They have flaws. And all of them are not one size. You know what I'm saying? All of them are not one size. All of them don't have big butts. All of them don't have big breasts, or whatever the case may be. Some of them may be plump, thick, that, whatever the case may be, whatever you want to call it. But they're real. They're real, and that's what I'm saying. So what? So what? Those are imperfections. When men get to the point where they realize that they're not perfect, then they can put themselves in a position where they could be with somebody else that's not perfect either. You know what I'm saying? And just accept their flaws. We have to start accepting people's flaws and imperfections, right? And then we have to learn how to start seeing the beauty in it. Man, I stopped worrying about if I don't care what Sandy eats no more. I don't care what she eats anymore. But as long as she eating things that are healthy, that's what I'm saying. But so what? Over the years, if she gets fat, if she gets bigger, I don't give a ish no more. My thing is with my wife is like, I just want to know she good and she's happy with how she is. So if she's happy, I'm happy.
So if you're a man and you are in the presence of a queen, you don't give a shit if she's fat, skinny, bald, wear weave, don't wear weave, whatever. If that woman loves you, have provided you a life and your children and got your back, my brother, and sit you down and rub your feet and make love to you and look and deal with your imperfections and all your kooky behavior, brother, you found a good thing. You found a good thing. Any mature man knows this. Now, if we talk about little boys and people that don't know what time it is, and listen to the Man Cave Morning Show, and we'll tell you how you're supposed to really view women. I agree with you 1,000%. We live in this fake, artificial culture. I mean, a woman gives you a child. Wait, she gives you a child for your ass, and she got a little. She brought life into the world, and you talking about go get liposuction or you got stretch marks? That shit is ridiculous.
Imagine
it's ridiculous.
So imagine this, Will. So imagine if all the men, right? Y'all imagine this. If all the men wanted just what they saw on IG or that type of woman, what happens to the real woman? What becomes of the real woman? The average woman that's flawed, that's not perfect. What happens to them? You know what I'm saying? It's like this is my thing, man. The imagery we seeing right now on these sites and these pages, whatever like that, it just creates a false situation. It creates a false narrative, man, that we getting so geared up to want what we see all the time on these platforms, right? That we forgetting like the things that are right in front of our face, man, the things that we can actually see and touch and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, and I said this to this brother the other day because he broke up with his girl. And I said, bro, what happened? Y'all was so good, whatever like that. He said, you know what he said to me?
What?
She was gaining too much weight. She's not taking care of herself.
That's ridiculous.
But you know what I saw him doing? I saw him on his phone scrolling IG and blowing up the pics of the supermodel and whatever like that. I said, that's your damn problem. That's your damn problem. You didn't forgot what a damn real woman is, bruh. So you left your girl that I known you to be with for 5 years because you felt as though she's getting too big, she's not taking care of herself. You big ass stunt dummy. And that's how I looked at dude. You a stunt dummy.
So you bring up a good point. So it's like this, man. It's like this. I find beauty in flaws of women, and God knows I'm flawed. I mean, just look at me. So what I'm saying, but the culture that we live in is make believe. Okay, I love coming in here and I love doing the show, and I love the fact that we interact with people and this and the other. But let's keep it real. Mm-hmm. Do people know you just by what they see? Mm-hmm. We're in a studio with lights and green screens, and our voices are projected. Some people believe like, yo, I know Norm. You know what I mean? Never met you before, but because you're projected out there in this digital technology, or maybe something that you said or something that I said inspires them, you understand what I'm saying? They get attached to you. That's a great responsibility, and we try to carry it off properly. But they don't know you, fam. People, they don't know. They just know what they see. So, to wit, it's like when I was a little boy in '79 looking at my daddy's Players magazine, that's pornography. That has nothing to do with women. And I matured and I had kids and I was like, oh my God. Then I had a freaking daughter and I was like, ho, to myself. I was like, wait. I got to completely change everything that I understand about what women are. True beauty is going to be true beauty. But I do think we live in this artificial make-believe. Like when you're talking about Instagrams, okay, so that's Funkmaster Flex getting the fat sucked out of his belly and breaking your goddamn big nigga nose and making it small. What? I'm sorry, but you know what I'm trying to say. Right. Don't get caught up in that bullshit.
Let me read some comments. English said, mental note, add stunt dummy to my vocabulary.
Right.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Right.
Because I see a lot of dudes and I'm like, yo, you a stunt dummy.
Confused.
Because you done left a good ass woman, right, for this fabricated piece of mess.
That's not real.
See, men got to know how to separate fact from fiction, man. You got to know how to separate fact from fiction or whatever like that, and just realize, you know what I'm saying, the difference between something of substance and a piece of trash. And I'm just keeping it 100. I'm older now. I don't look at women the same, right? Am I attracted to a beautiful woman? Yeah. Of course, I know how to recognize a beautiful woman. Oh, she's beautiful. Oh, she got it. Whatever. Mm-hmm. But then my definition of beauty has changed once I got older. Once I matured, my definition of what beautiful really is, it changed for me. You know what I'm saying? You can get a rise out of me. I'm just saying, of course, I'm married now, but I'm saying you can get a rise out of me by a great ass conversation.
Me too.
You could get a rise out of me now by saying, babe, how you doing today? I just want to know you good. You feel me? You can get a rise out of me now by saying, you know what, you need to eat. You can get a rise out of me
here's
now.
A meal for you.
You can get a rise out of me now by saying, wow, your back looks like it's hurting. Let me rub your shoulders. Right. Let me rub your back. See, there's different things now that I equate with beauty. The grown Norm is very different from that immature Joker that was in this bed one day, in this bed the next day, in this bed the other day. You know what I'm saying? So again, it's all about growth.
So before you read the comment, I'm a saposexual. I think that's how you say it, which means you get sexually aroused by the intellect. That's the first thing.
Right.
Second thing, when I was a boy, I look. You know what I do now? I listen. I listen to the woman because that's what's most important to me. There are a million beautiful women out there, bro, and a million handsome men with six-pack abs. First thing I'm gonna do now, of course I'm a man. Wow, that's beautiful. She looks attractive, whatever. I'm going to listen. And with the first 10 minutes of the conversation, is she narcissistic? Do she got daddy issues? Do she know what a man is supposed to be? I listen to there's like a checklist I go off in my mind, like you know. Is she supportive? Is she compassionate? Or is she arrogant? You could be the most or self-centered and stuff like that, or too materialistic. instead of looking now, as a grown old man, I listen. You see what I'm saying? Because my tastes have changed. I got less testosterone. I've had experience. I have children. I got a daughter, for God's sakes. And in the back of my mind, I'm like, yo, would I want someone to look at my daughter the way I used to look at my daughter's 19. Okay. Do I want my daughter meeting 19-year-old Dawu? Hell no. Hell no.
Because you know what? I say this right now. I say this right now to my dudes right now that are looking to be with somebody in a committed relationship. You got to start making your choices a little bit more wisely. And this is real talk, because if you're basing your choices off the wrong things, expect bad results with that whole situation. And when I say make better choices, if you pick a woman of substance versus just some pretty looking trash, right? Trash that's all dressed up.
Go ahead.
If you pick a woman of substance, bruh, and you getting older, say if you have a health situation, right? Say you have a health issue, Woo.
Of course.
Right? And this is the woman you chose to spend the rest of your life with. So you no longer could do certain things, right? And I'm speaking this because I've been speaking with certain people lately, whatever. And say you have a prostate problem, or you have a problem with
right.
You know, your joint.
My back.
Yeah.
Oh, your joint. Okay.
Your joint. You got a prostate issue. You have to have surgery or something like this.
Right.
And this inhibits you from being able to be sexual, right? So, of course, you know, my thing is a good woman is going to help you through the situation. A good woman is going to help you emotionally deal with that situation. A good woman will help you physically deal with that situation. And a good woman will just be there and support you and rock with you, and y'all still good. Because she has substance. A woman that got with you for superficial reasons, right? That pretty dressed up woman that's really trash, she out. She gone. And this is what I mean by make better choices of who you decide to end up with or who you decide to be with. Make better choices. So I can no longer just get with a woman because she got a big ass or she got big chest and her hair's flowing down to her back or whatever the case may be, whatever, and her face is symmetrically correct. I can no longer, that is no longer my criteria for what a good woman is.
So
grown ass man.
So I have a question. When you say your dudes, is this a generational conversation? Meaning, I don't have many friends. You're one of my friends. Like all my friends think exactly the way you do because we've matured and we're grown-ups. Women are magical. They bring life into the world. A woman can lift your spirits and encourage you and everything. And on the other hand, she can destroy you and bring you to ruin. So you have to have wisdom when you're dealing with a woman, because whatever you give a woman, she gives life to. If you give a woman bullshit, she's going to create more bullshit. If you give her stress, she's going to create more stress. But if you treat her properly and she's in her right mind and has some therapy, like I'm supposed to, like, and we have some therapy, she creates a home instead of a house. So absolutely, I completely agree. Now, when you're talking about men, like, first thing I'm gonna ask is, how old is this guy? You understand what I'm saying? And if he's pushing up my age, he pushing 50 and still talking that crap, I'm gonna also look at his life and see what he thinks and see if he perhaps needs some counseling or whatever. Like, we have to qualify the conversation. Like, as you mature, things that are important to you actually change. And last thing, I want to encourage women to do the same thing. If you are in an abusive relationship, a toxic relationship, when a brother does not treat you like the queen that you are supposed to be, you should not stay. You shouldn't stay for the sake of the kids or the sake of fear, or you don't want to try a new thing.
Vice versa.
If someone doesn't value you, right? So the last thing I want to say, so when you want to talk about shiny things, look, it's women out here with fugly people physically, fugly people mentally, or there's some women that are like, okay, he got money, I'm gonna be with him. That's no reason to be with someone. You should be with someone because you want to build a life with them, and you want that person to support you. So I don't want to just skew it all the way with the men, but with women as well. What are women looking for? Sometimes I see some women looking for the shiny things. It's a lot of women with assholes, bruh, with a big bank account and a shiny car, and you getting your ass whooped every single damn day, and every night, ain't he cheating on you, treating you wrong, and you stay. Why?
I see a lot of men looking for a place to lay their head and a free ass meal.
Yes,
all right?
Agreed.
All right. I see a lot of punk ass dudes just looking for a place
yeah,
to lay their head
yeah,
because this woman got her
driving your
together.
car, drinking, eating your food.
So I see that too, bro. That works on, you know, there's dudes that's looking for shiny things too.
Agreed.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But again, that's why I go back to just making better choices. Let me go back and read some comments. English says speakable, qualify the conversation. Yeah, you got to. Keisha said, which brings us back to Kevin Hart and why he wasn't wrong for enlightening his 15-year-old daughter to be mindful of her actions. Yeah, I mean,
right.
Again, that's why.
Yes.
That's why I'm not mad at Kevin Hart, whatever like that. Listen, man. Again, he didn't say his daughter was a hoe. He said her actions, hoe tendencies. Those hoe tendencies, and he asked some former hoes about it, whatever. But I'm quite sure
hoes exist.
But he had his own conversation with his daughter.
Yeah, of course.
You know, that's what we don't see on camera and on Netflix. He had his own private conversation with his daughter. That's his daughter. You know what I'm saying? And they got a good relationship.
And it's a joke, for Christ's sake. And I don't know how your father used to speak to you when you did something stupid. Mm-hmm. And the names that your parents and my grandparents go, what ail you, boy? What is you, a fool? What you, some type of retard? What I'm saying is, it's the sentiment, not the harsh words. The harsh words are used to shock you back into reality. It is not saying that this is what you are. It is saying this is what you could be. I don't like your behavior. Change. And I, for one, don't have a problem with harsh words.
No doubt. I think Ingrid came up with a term. What she say? Hobosexual? She said they call bum dudes.
Hobosexuals.
Yeah, man. I mean, like, stop taking it. You know, I see it on both ends of the spectrum, man. I see a lot of females taking advantage of dudes, and I see dudes taking advantage of females. You know, but again, I'm going to end off with saying we just all need to start making better choices. All right, and better choices come with growth and maturity.
And spirituality.
And spirituality too, and all of that. And then learn a little bit about intimacy, man. I'm saying this to the ladies and the fellas. Learn a little bit more about intimacy and what it really is and what it could do for your relationship. Because you cannot talk to each other and have sex, right? You could not be good communicators in a relationship and just have sex or whatever, and eventually the relationship falls short. And you'll feel like something is lacking. But I'm telling you, when you put intimacy in the mix and you open up that communication level between one another and everything like that, 9 times out of 10 it's going to be a great relationship. It's going to be a longer lasting relationship too. So do a little bit more research with intimacy. Implement that a little bit more into your situations. And
if I may, before we move on, and become acquainted with agape, which is unconditional love.
Facts.
You know, you're married and your wife can't have sex with you anymore for life, or she's disabled, or you're disabled. Can you still love your wife? Can you still support her and wash her feet and be there forever?
Absolutely.
And be dedicated?
That's
this is what it's about. This is what love truly is. Love is a difficult thing, and we're very cavalier when we use the term. But like you said, you want someone that looks into your soul and makes you a better person.
Facts.
Okay? You also want to get down and screw every once in a while too. That's cool. But it's more to life than just the superficial things. And we live in a very superficial society, which is accelerated by this bullshit.
I told you.
Where people believe in things that are make believe.
I told you, all that on the gram, all that issue you see on the gram is BS. It's not real, man.
It's not.
Shout out to Kim Sharif and Ingrid Judge and everybody saying learn your partner's love language.
Language.
Shout out to D. Skinner, said to keep it a thou wow.
Right.
Women stop with all the filters. That is all.
Yeah.
Stop with the damn filters.
Fake.
Yes. Yo, some of y'all are masterful with that ish, boy. And then I see you at the Walgreens and everything. It's like, hello.
General, You.
Hi, Moto. Hello, Moto.
Come in, my pretty.
I'm like, hold up. Wait a minute. Stay right there. Wait a minute.
Oh.
That's you. That ain't
listen,
you.
Listen.
Hello, Moto.
General be introducing me to stars and celebrities. Yeah. Hello, Moto. I'm fat in the ball, but what you see is what you get. What you see is what you get with me. You can criticize me because I'm real.
Let me read
a lot
this
of fake bullshit out here.
Jeanette Castro. Hey, Jeanette, what's good, love? She said, I posted a meme a while back saying the same people who are candy to our eyes can be poison to our hearts. Wow.
Deep.
Wow. Where's
my
clap
at? Where's the clap at?
I gotta open up the clap.
Open up the clap. We'll open it up.
I gotta find.
That's a very profound statement too.
Kim said, "LOL, the Divas food is not filtered." Yeah, no, the Divas food is great. The Divas food is great. Shout out to y'all, but
Photoshop chicks on IG.
These claps are late, but they're warranted.
But yes,
they're warranted. Listen, man.
Hollywood.
Yeah, I want to thank everybody for joining us today on the Man Cave Midday Show. And everything. We will be back next week.
Yes, we will.
Hopefully we all, through our conversation and everything, hopefully we all learn something from each other.
Never trust a big butt and a smile.
Shakisha said, could Wu date that experienced lady he was previously uncomfy with at this age?
Can I answer the question before we go?
Date that? Let me read it again. Could Wu date that experienced lady he was previously uncomfy with at this age? Yeah, this thing keep jumping. So
absolutely. Listen to me. After I listen to her, because guess what? You can make a whole housewife. It's difficult. And former hoes make the greatest wives ever on the planet. That's exactly what I said. You could make a former hoe a housewife or a wife with spirituality. Could I date that woman now? Of course. If I listened to what she was about, if I saw what her character was about. Because sometimes people can use their experience to manipulate you.
No doubt.
And do bad things to you. But yes, I could date. But she got to stop sleeping with all the men and just sleep with me.
Well, I hope she's not listening because you just called her a former hoe.
No. I said
don't clean
you
it
can
up.
I said the greatest the greatest wives in the world, right, are reformed women. Listen, I want somebody that's gonna hold my gun, know what to do in the bedroom, know how to cook, know how to clean. I don't believe we should throw away people. Right? People are allowed to evolve. So I'm not judging anyone. I'm saying.
So why label them at all, man?
Why
label them at all?
So you're telling me there are no hoes in the world. But go ahead.
No, I didn't say there was no hoes in the world.
So if I don't, if they're not labeled,
you have to have your own definition of hoes, sir. I gave you mine.
Yeah. Exactly. Hoes exist. There are hoes out there. There are. They make a lot of money too.
What's your definition before we leave?
Oh my God!
Because I gave it. So what is your definition?
My definition is someone that uses sexuality to be an opportunist, male or female. That's my definition of a hoe. You're disingenuous with your sexuality, and you're seeing what you can get to make profit off of it. You male hoe, female hoe. You're a whore.
Ingrid said you can date a hoe, but not a woman with red hair. Going back to our other
Ingrid, thank you so much. If you have Ronald McDonald clown hair, I'm not talking about Auburn and whatever nice, tasteful. If you got a clown hair wig or blue hair, I'm 50 years old. Why the hell is you wearing a clown wig at this age?
Listen.
So no, I couldn't. No,
I would buy my woman a blue hair wig. I would buy my woman a red hair wig and whatever, and we would role play.
Okay.
Stop hating on the different color hair, bro.
I ain't talking about
red hair is sexy as hell. I ain't gonna.
Yeah, of course, but Ronald McDonald red hair. You know what? Ronald McDonald, you are a clown. And I ain't talking about role playing. Your woman walking around with some Bozo the Clown bullshit.
The station here at BKS1 Radio is taking back all the points that Wu gained earlier in this show because of that bullshit he just said.
What are the big clowns?
We want to thank everybody for joining us, man. We love y'all, man. Listen,
damn thing you do about it.
Listen. This show is never about us.
It's always about you.
Because
you are the next best kept secret.
See y'all Monday.
God bless you, hoes.
Yes. And I said yes to that. Co-signing your mess. Nah, bruh.
We are transparent here on the Man Cave Morning Show. We're all hypocrites. And you. All right, we love you.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, John Boy.
Good night, Maul. Good night, Paul.
Good night, Strumpet.
Good night, Ingrid. Good night, Phyllis. Good night, Shakisha.
Good night, Janice DeRossi, the hoe on the 7th floor. She's a whore.
Good night, Diva.
Good night, Diva.
Good night, Derek. Good night, Majid.
Good night, John Boy.
Jesus, Lord in heaven.
Good night, Donald Trump. Good night, Mike Pence.
Adios. Y'all see what I deal with, right?
Vote Democrat. No, sorry.
Oh, Lord. Peace out, y'all.
Peace. Love y'all.